Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Minus the Gym. I was just working on my push-ups, different push-up variations, and I started thinking about dive bomber push-ups and how these are really an underestimated and underutilized exercise in calisthenics. So in this video, I want to show you proper execution, some of the mistakes you should avoid, and how to incorporate these into your routine.
For dive bombers, start off on all fours so you're kneeling with your hands on the floor right beneath your shoulders. Come up into a pike, but don't let it be a very narrow pike. You want to step the hands out, make it a nice wide pike. And go ahead and let your head sink a little bit, really open up those shoulders, kind of like the downward dog position in yoga. In this position, make sure you have a nice firm grip on the floor. Your hands aren't going to slide. And what we're going to do here now is we're going to bend at the elbows to lower our head towards the ground like the eccentric phase of a pike push-up. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Start bending at the elbows, lower the face down right by the floor. Now you're going to press up so that your head is in front of your hands, kind of like the concentric part of a Mackenzie press-up. Note here that my head and my shoulders are way in front of my hands and my hips are not resting on the floor. Those are two important things to note. And now you're just going to reverse the movement. Bring the head down by the floor and press up back into the wide pike. Note that there is a negative followed by a positive phase and then a negative followed by another positive. So this is a pretty complex movement. It's like a pike push-up mixed with a Mackenzie press-up. Once you've mastered basic push-ups and you're ready to branch out into intermediate pushing exercises like diamonds, pikes, archers, etc., start working on this because it is a great exercise. One thing you can do if you find dive bombers to be too difficult is you can work on the Hindu push-ups as a sort of progression up to dive bombers, because Hindu push-ups are a variation that are very similar to dive bombers, but they're a little easier, and I'll show you those right now. Hindu push-ups start off the same in a wide pike. You swoop down, but when you press up like that, you don't reverse the movement. You instead raise the hips back into the wide pike. So you swoop down, press up, and then hips come up and back into the wide pike. So you don't have the reversal of the movement like in dive bombers, which makes this, in my opinion, an easier variation that you can use as a lead up to the dive bombers.
Okay, now, and really quick, I just want to tell you about 3 of the most common mistakes that people make when it comes to dive bombers and Hindu push-ups. Okay, the first is not being in a wide pike. All right, I think because of pike push-ups, we tend to go into as tight and steep of a pike as we can, because with pike push-ups, that helps you work your shoulders more. But with dive bombers and Hindu push-ups, you want to let yourself be in a wider pike, kind of like a down dog position in yoga, and that's going to help you get that swoop, right? When you come down, that's going to help you swoop. If you're in too tight of a pike, like too steep, then you won't be able to swoop very well, so keep that in mind. And the second mistake that people make is they touch their hips to the ground and they kind of rest their hips on the ground. And that's fine in the Mackenzie press-up, but in dive bombers and Hindu push-ups, don't rest your hips on the ground, okay? You'll strengthen your triceps, delts, and lower chest a lot more if you simply keep your hips just a little bit off the ground. Get as low as you can, but don't rest on the floor. And the third mistake I see people making is not leaning forward far enough, okay? Remember, when you swoop down, you want to press up with your head and shoulders in front of your hands. That's going to be important. That's how you'll get the full benefit of this exercise. You'll really work the triceps and the anterior deltoids in the lower chest as long as your shoulders are in front of your hands. So keep those 3 things in mind, all right? You want to be in a wide pike, don't rest your hips on the floor, and really get those shoulders in front of the hands. All right, so for all of you who are branching out into intermediate level pushing exercises, make sure you give these a shot. And let me know down in the comments below if you enjoy doing them, if you're having trouble with them, what you think of the exercise, because I personally love dive bombers and Hindu push-ups. I think they're underutilized in the calisthenics community and underestimated, all right? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop a like if you found this helpful, and I will see you in the next video.